Mic check, now we live, let the real ones step in. Bush run the show, no script, no question. Panel in the cut, they equipped with the message. Breaking down truth from the block to the clock. In tune with the streets and the world we dissected. Sharp with the lens, bringing bold perspective for the ones overlooked. Now the lights directed, this that voice they respect. This Intune perspective.
We back. Intune perspective, what it do?
Back with another one, back in the gym, people.
A little more if you already know. What's good with it though, EST? Man, we've been hitting them back to back.
Yeah, man, weekend around the corner. Who knows what can happen, man? There's been a lot going on this week, bro. A lot.
Big fact. Another day, man. I love talking about this shit. You know, these YouTube streets been heated up for a minute. You know what I mean? And it's been nonstop content. You know, shout out to all the platforms and everything else. You know what I mean? But the one that's on the hot seat as usual is No Jumper. You feel me? No Jumper. Why is that? Because yo, I know why. He got access to he dealing with real gangsters, and shit get dangerous when you got real gangsters in the building. You feel me? The King Pill situation, we spoke on that yesterday, but new developments. You feel me? It got ugly after the show, basically. Not ugly, but there was some relationships that was severed. That's a fact. I don't think
it got
see
ugly,
King
man.
Pill.
Because I heard it was waggets, the wagget word thrown around. You know what I'm saying? The B word. So yeah, man, that's serious right there.
Yeah, you know, Adam ain't gonna take too much of that. You know, he based on his history on No Jumper, I've been seeing him like stand on business when people approach him and talk crazy. He always got a comeback. He not going out like the regular white boy. I think he really think he a gangster.
I mean, they gonna make him one. You know what I'm saying? You know, another crash out like King Pill, it could have went left, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got armed security guard, he armed in there, so you assault him in his workplace, he can use force. And you know, he got clout there. He got super clout. Now he done shot a black man in his facility. He would love that, right?
Yeah, what you referring to though? Shoot a black. What happened after the show? Let's get into that because
he was on the show. You know, he went to the panel and he was talking about how he would have up Blick on Cud. You know what I'm saying? He tried to say it in joking manner, but he passive aggressive. So he really mean that.
Who are you talking about?
He was talking about King Pill.
So you talking about Adam and King Pill? After the show, they got into it, and then King Pill approached Adam, and it got kind of you know.
He broke it down before King Pill can put it out because he seen King Pill was recording on his phone. So he said, "I'm gonna beat you to the punch, break it down." You know, I was trying to walk away from him, and he said he pushed King Pill. I don't know if I seen it that way.
Hold up, I seen the video. He kind of did push him.
Okay,
he pushed him with a little light push. Yeah, he definitely did.
Well, what kind of push make you move backwards?
Well,
He pushed him and he moved backwards more than King Pill.
King Pill a big back dude, you feel me? You trying to push on the refrigerator, you might go back. The shit weighed more than you, but he definitely tried to push him.
Okay.
So King Pill was pressing Adam over $200. I mean, he had to get home. They say he not living in LA. He came out there on a plane or whatever type shit. And also the way No Jumper was explaining it, they said he already negotiated that he was going to get the money when he got there. So if that's the case to me, I'm like, yeah, you got the right to, you know, act out a little bit, get your little $200. You feel me? That's how
but you got to understand, you never going to get $200 by calling somebody out their name, assaulting them in their face. You know, like, come on, bro. You ain't going to get nobody, even if you owe somebody some money, once they do that, even if you going to give it to them, you just bought yourself some time, bro. You ain't getting it right now. You know, come on. Now he not going to get it.
Yeah, he not going to get it, and he fucked up his opportunity, man. Ain't no other opportunity for people like him. Even, you know, 4Extra, because he got so illuminated and famous. You know, he dealing with Kevin Gates. I don't know what the future holds for him. But for a person like King Pill, come on, man, that was his only shot. He fucked that up big time.
Hey, I think
You
if
know what
Four
I mean?
Extras come back, I don't think he gonna it's either two options. I don't think he gonna tell Adam. I think he gonna be like, look, I don't want to talk about that. What's on the menu? Or either Kevin Gates was in his head like, look, start your own channel. This is the perfect time to pivot, and you will get all the money from telling your story. You know what I'm saying? Train them how to,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Well,
They can start a podcast together.
Yeah, and he'll definitely have to produce them and get them with the right people, because we already know, we could imagine that King Pill.
Or he could be like, hey, don't worry about that, man. Come join the team. We touring. I'm saying?
Yeah. Your boy don't know how to control no YouTube, or even I'm sure he don't know how to do live on the phone. Like, come on now, you feel me? So it's gonna take some investing into him. If you really want to do that.
Man.
So yeah, it's different. And ain't nobody gonna sit there holding a grown man hand for too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, honestly.
Nah, that's real though. That's real.
They lost their chance. But anyway, the King Pill situation got him under the spotlight. He got homies coming out, speaking on him, people from his hood, other things going on. Aunt Hefe went crazy on him. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen it.
What was some of his main points?
His main point was that you wasn't dissing the trades. You wasn't dissing A-Tray. He was basically letting them know, look, I'm from A-Tray. You know what I'm saying? We don't deal that Trey slander words. And I wasn't talking about your hood. I wasn't talking about y'all. But what you gotta understand is ain't no gang member gonna say, hey man, did you mean this person and not us when you said this? Like, what the fuck do you expect?
Yeah.
They gonna come with a notebook and a checklist? No, you said this in this blanket term. So,
Yeah.
It is what it is. He should have hold on. I'm tired of this. You was a gang member. He questioned you about it. You were supposed to get off on that right there alone because you said it. You know what I'm saying?
He banged on you. Banged on you.
Yeah. He was. We see. That's what I'm saying. They be talking about us all the time, and you're not even following your own rules, bro. You were supposed to take off. Yeah.
Being selective. And then
he was supposed to take off. Because let me would have did that to anybody normal. He deemed normal. He got the angry face. He be drooling. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. But Aunt Hefe calling him Fiend Pill. He got a new name for him, Fiend Pill, and he going crazy. And I'm looking scroll down the internet. Everybody coming at King Pill right now. It's looking real bad for him. So it wasn't a good move. Period. Either way you look at it, he's in a bad situation.
All right. He said, I'm agreeing with you. He was like, oh, we saying the same thing. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. We saying the same thing.
Yeah, but both of them was on some, but they sitting in the establishment. They don't want to fuck their money up. You gotta remember that. But at the same time,
don't be. Okay, I understand. See, and that'd be the tricky part. It'd be like, so why are we even talking about this then?
Why would Ant bring it up if he's not ready to take off?
No, it's not Ant's fault. It's Adam's fault, because Ant was looking at Adam like, I know what this nigga's doing. I can't believe he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? And he said, oh, Ant, you won't believe what the lyrics that he changed. Just setting the whole shit. It's the instigator, bro. Like, and then sat back and say, oh no, y'all chill. What you mean? You started it. This is what it is. You can't, hold on. That's like taking two bears, locking them in a room and say, hold on, y'all, chill. Nah, you just put these bears in here.
Adam provoked that shit. He provoked it from the start. And that's the fucked up part.
Alley-oop.
And who the loser in this? I think, you think Aunt Hefe gonna return to No Jumper? Because I think he might want to think about that too. You feel me?
I don't know. I think yeah. I think he's an intellectual where he gonna be like, man, he insulted my intelligence by wanting me, But Adam laughs at them because it's like these grown men can't have an intelligent conversation whether they disagree or not. You know what I'm saying? It has to come to some form of posturing towards violence and all that. Yeah. So it's like, to put me in that situation knowing that I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out, that's kind of dangerous, bro. Because it could have started a little war. It could have.
And somebody definitely made a good point when they said why Aunt Hefe ain't give Adam that energy when he even bring up that shit. But when the black man go, you know what I mean? We so quick to jump on each other, you know what I mean? And when it comes to that, so really, I think that was a good point, because it's like, you heard Adam bring up the subject, check him right there. Like, hold on. Why the fuck would you bring that up? We not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right there, before old boy even get a chance to say something, before you have a back and forth with the black man, check the white man real quick. But hey, I don't
Or
know. But
Ant could have said, "Oh, well, Adam, you do know it's this YouTuber named such and such who calling you Adam 16 because you know about the 16-year-old girl." And I'm like, "Oh, no, let's not talk about that. Let's go." Yeah, okay.
That's what a smart dude would do. You feel me?
Then Adam would be like, "He's out of here. Not on my show. You can't
Yeah,
say
you know that. You know that.
Yeah.
As he should. You know what I mean? It's his.
Not
it is his show.
Not necessarily, because if you can do that, that might lead. If man, listen, imagine a Mace Loke, and he would have said that about Mace Loke said.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Went down. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
so it's like, damn, that could have went to that.
But at the same time, Mace Loke might not even be sitting down with Homeboy after he find out Munchie B over there and Homeboy right there. He might be like, "Oh, this ain't a good situation for me to go sit down."
Nah, let's say he didn't know, but they like Adam, like, "Hey, Mace, you don't want to know what he said about the what you call this." Mace like, "What'd he say?" And he hear it. He like, "Him? Yeah. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong." You know what I'm saying?
I would think Mace is gonna flip on the white boy too, though. I would think, but I don't know. Like right there for even
asking him.
Yeah, that was some provocative shit. Like, oh, okay. you don't even want to know what he said. You know, white boy tactics, but it ain't like that. I mean, like every white boy ain't like that, so I ain't gonna say that. But you know,
that's like taking your pit bull to a stray cat and like, look.
Yeah.
You like, oh, come on, man.
Trying to upblick on a black man and kill him
after setting him up.
That's the whole goal. That's his whole goal.
That's his dream.
Upblick, piss somebody off so they could swing on him so he could up the blick. Yeah. It ain't nobody they gonna say you should have. Yeah. He swung on you. Yeah, that's crazy as hell. But anyway, let's see what this dude what Wack got up his sleeve, because you know Wack never liked King Pill at all. So
rightfully so. I mean, King Pill did come out saying some crazy shit about Wack. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. So Wack supposedly met up with King Pill's one of his peoples from his hood. So let's see what that do.
The volume don't sound right.
Okay. Give me a second. See, it's crazy because Wack, you don't even know this nigga. I'm sure you don't know the nigga Wack. This dude ain't no clout chaser. This dude ain't. Now you do. All right, let me tell you. Let me see how the volume sound now. I'm sorry. I always hate when somebody from somebody.
I'm listening to it from the computer. I'm listening to it from the computer live. They can't hear the audio like that.
They can't hear it?
Look at the sound thing right there. Pull it all the way up to the max. Beside the play,
Oh, this one. Oh, yeah, I see it now. My bad. Okay, my fault. But I always hate when a guy get big from a certain neighborhood, like a Roddy Rich or whatever the hell you seen this a million times, and then some other dude come out. He ain't from the same neighborhood. That's crazy as fuck.
Like you said, we see this a million times. Shawty Low T.I. It's like, you could be the best hood dude, but what about musician? You can't take his musician top spot because you from the hood and you did more hood stuff. It's like, I hate that angle, bro. And when they do that, they never talented. These people never really be talented, bro. Music be trash.
And then Wack talking about he not a clout chaser. Well, just this shit alone, he a clout chaser, but it's all right.
Well, I mean, are you taking into the fact that this dude probably begged him to get on the show and tell him this?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So it's like this lines in with the content. I do content, this content.
That's a fact. Let me see.
Blackness, what it should be,
that's good
be.
Right there.
And as we all saw the other day, I warned him and I told him how this industry stuff go,
Yeah,
especially
you
social
told me
media.
that shit was gonna happen,
I,
man.
I
With
said,
King
King
Pill. You
Pill is
told me,
now the
bro.
face of 456. Y'all should really sit him down. And because he was doing what I didn't like, he was doing a lot of J Cat stuff, walking in with no
Yeah,
shoes, and that ain't a good representation. You know, if you gon' not if you hollering P Funk, right? And
yeah,
456, for those of y'all don't know, is the border city up top for LA County to transition over to San Bernardino County. The city of Pomona has been active. I know personally, I have 36 years of history with them, doing time with brothers from 456, Trey 57, Southside Village. I believe is
Boy.
out over there.
yeah.
Pomona,
My little brother Crip Month for Trey 57. I got a
yeah,
little brother in Crip Month for Trey
All
57.
right, all
Pomona
right.
Sharks. You know, so I've been doing time. I think the brother I was locked up with first was his name was Tick, Lunatic, or Tick from Trey 57, right? But
Yeah,
at the end of the day, right, Pomona has always, I ain't gonna say stay to themselves, but they have
Boy.
maintained what they did in their sector. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Over there,
absolutely.
you never heard
Can I hear the man talk without you setting your narrative though? It's never gonna happen, but let's go.
of nobody from 456 caught up in no BS drama here, there, everywhere. The yards I've been on, salute to my G
But
homie.
that's a skill though, EST man. Because every interview I ever seen him do, he set the narrative first, and then
Yeah.
he passes over. He never just do a pure interview. He set the whole narrative
Well,
up,
I mean, that's
and
a
then
good
he go,
journalistic skills though, man, because you're getting the person relatable so they can relate to
man,
what you. Yeah, nah,
fuck
that's a,
out of here.
that is a listen.
Nah,
There's
I
a
hear
lot of
you.
journalists that do stuff like that. You know, actually your region, and if they got familiarity with it, they're gonna run you down it. You know what I'm saying?
You right. You right. You right.
Don from 456, solid homie. We was in Soledad together. He was there with the G homies to receive me when I was a pup when I hit the yard, right? Always been solid. But I guess it was a song made. We talked about the video because you was hot. I said, bro, they just shot a video at your park. You didn't know about it.
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
Yeah, you didn't know
That
about it,
that
right?
that that, that wouldn't have happened if I was there. It wouldn't have happened. There's no way in hell you're gonna make a song disrespecting some black people. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a big statement. That's a big statement. He's
Yeah.
setting it, setting it up like who he is as a nigga in the over there in Pomona. So that was a big statement. But let the man
I'm a
finish.
Don
Let's
Moon.
go.
I'm a real B dog, and I'm a rider. I'm a rider of the riders. I don't play no games, right? But I just don't like the disrespect towards black people, and I think Aunt Hefe's on that too. He kind of remind me low key of a,
Yeah.
but you know, but because
Oh, okay. So he just said he fuck with Aunt Hefe. You feel me? And Aunt
And
Hefe, you know
yeah,
what's
and a little context. He been in contact with Wack for a long time, and he said he's not a
okay.
clout chaser because he could have been went to the internet and exposed, the fact they got a relationship like a lot of thirsty people be quick to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
So
he didn't
he ain't a
have to
clout
mention
chaser.
Aunt Hefe. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let's go.
the King Pill put us in this situation, he's getting on the internet disrespecting Crips. He's doing all this stuff towards Crips. Now that I think about it, it's more incidents where he was on there disrespecting Crips, and then you become in front of a Crip and you don't do nothing. And
I respect the peace factor. He's saying, you from my set, you getting us in all this shit, disrespecting these
Mm-hmm.
reputable sets. But then you
Oh,
over
okay.
there
I
in
ain't think
front of,
about that.
yeah, then you in front of this dude and you don't handle nothing like from the shoulders when you allegedly got marked out. And I'm sorry, because like I know, he got marked out to a certain level. It wasn't like official mark out, but he wasn't looking good. You feel me? And
Well,
that's
do you
why he
give him
acted
any
like,
points for taking the diss out the song and uploading it?
okay, he did that. I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
didn't
he
know he
took
did
the
that.
disses back because that's how Adam set it up. He said, "I heard the version when you took the disses out." He said, "And you don't want to hear what the
Wow.
original diss was." I'm like,
Wow, that's
"Oh,
crazy. So we
alley
looking
oop,
at
bro."
that's crazy as hell. So really, Wack is Adam's best buddy. So he ain't gonna let that energy go there. So
Nah,
he's setting up the narrative though. But that's
I mean it's
crazy.
war. King Pill done kicked it off, so Wack following it up. He got his homie. We going to war. I'm about to expose you. This is part of the exposure.
Hefe checked you. You feel me? and you put me in a situation.
There you go, right there. And Hefe checked you. And Hefe
Okay, so that's
checked you.
the consensus. That's it.
That's the consensus. Yeah, that's the consensus. Jeez.
Situation where I have to take that back because then niggas gonna say, well, 456 in LA County and 456 this that.
No,
and
no,
there's
no,
buses
no, no,
before-
no, no, wait. Hold on. Let me give people the demographics. It's 88 cities that make LA County. LA City is actually a very small city. Pomona,
Yeah.
Pacoima, like Pasadena, Long Beach, Calabasas, goddammit, is all LA County. Long
Yeah.
Beach is to y'all on the bottom end.
Ain't-
You guys are the top because they're the last LA County
Yeah.
city in the Orange County.
to Orange
Are
County,
the
Orange
last
County.
LA County city into San Bernardino.
But dude, but
Hold on. Let
we
me
gotta
pause
keep
it
in
real
mind
quick.
the fair is not called.
He making a good point, right? Because, like, for example,
Hold up. You
in
cut. Okay.
for example, right? You hear me?
We hear you.
In Atlanta,
Yeah.
you can say Midtown, right? And you're not saying Atlanta, but Midtown is okay. So you know, or you can say Gwinnett, right? Which is still, I think they might be different county, different circumstances, but and you can it's sections of the city that's not necessarily the name of the city. That's still the city, just because it's up north or down in the middle somewhere. Nah, Midtown is a part of Atlanta, downtown, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's part of Atlanta.
Well, he was referring to. He said being in the county, and then he's from
No,
a
he was
certain
talking
place
about
called
Pomona. He was trying to say basically
Okay.
they don't consider Pomona LA. So I'm basically saying like,
Oh,
yeah, it's sections of the town with different names.
You're right. I
but
agree.
It's still
I agree.
that. Yeah.
Just like Pacoima, they mess with whack, but we know Pacoima. That's LA shit. We know that, like, ultimately. But yeah, all right.
The Pomona Fair, but it's in Pomona. It's called the Los Angeles County Fair. It's in Pomona.
Yeah, but Pomona's LA County. Y'all go to jail. Y'all go to. If you go to
Yeah,
jail
it's
on this
LA
side
County.
of the street,
It's LA
you go in
County.
LA County.
It's LA County.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
I'm gonna be real. Like,
that's why the Trey 57 is clicked up with the Do-Rocks because they're LA County.
yeah, Do-Rock is right next to Pasadena. All y'all.
Trey 57, Do-Rock, and Ghost Town and Southside Village Crypt, they all clicked up because they that Treys in they LA County. See, a lot of people don't know.
Okay, and that's the ops. That's they ops because they the trades. So that's who King Pill was referring to in the song, not the 8 Trey gangsters. He was referring to them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. But you got to remember, 456. When you think of Pomona, we got Sugar Free, and a lot of people don't even know that, right?
Sugar Free for Trey 57.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't even know that because they just know Sugar Free for his pimp style music. And if you know, then you know, right? But nevertheless, my man Big Percy, who run with Snoop, right? He from somewhere over there, right? But nevertheless, 456 is a very old neighborhood, right? That ain't no new shit. It's been around. It's
been around.
Before, you know what I'm saying? We call it
deep. It is deep. And I'm gonna tell you something that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that we started Oak Park, and a lot of people don't know Oak Park Bloods. 456 started that.
That's a big statement, and it might. I know it's true because the way he's saying it. Because in Oak Park, that's all the way up north in Sacramento, Macramento.
See, but I love it though.
That's where I
But
was locked up at.
I just don't like how I know how. Let's say hypothetically, it can be some police sitting back like this.
Oh yeah.
He said,
but I'm sure that stuff is documented. But you're right though. You're right.
You
because
never
we just
know.
put the stamp on it. Yeah, that ain't
connecting
cool.
dots.
Yeah, that's true. I want to hear his gripe with the King Pill though. They getting into all this other stuff. But all right, I'm gonna let it run a minute. I'm gonna let it, bro.
Slow down. Let me make sure we hearing this right. Where Mozzie from? Mozzie from Oak Park. Sacramento.
Mozzie from Oak Park. Yes.
So you saying Oak Park it was started by somebody from 456?
Actually, 2 hoods in Sacramento was started by 456.
What hoods is that?
Valley High, Pyro, and Oak Park. Oak Park was originally some shit called Funk Lords and Touch Hogs. They was actually Blue Rags. The homie Nigel Collins and Sir Day moved to Sacramento because something happened with their family in the 80s. He went up there and turned them niggas to be 456 Oak Park. So one of the first blood cliques was 456 Youngbloods. But Sir Day had started 456 Valley High Pyro on the other side of town. But they went to San Bernardino, got killed because he got drunk and did some stuff. So that history kind of died out. But Nigel, they're cousins. So that's how that started.
Gotcha. So what's been the chatter amongst the community? We've seen the no jumper situation. We've seen the Ann Hefe situation. I spoke my part on how I seen it. I guess from my understanding, Bompton G. Uno convinced him to take the disrespect out of the song. And since he didn't want to talk about the topics, a lot of people blaming Adam. Adam said, well, if you don't want to talk about the topics, so we'll talk about you, you know.
Okay, now something just went in my head like a light bulb.
What's
Now, you just told me, and then Wack just said that he took the lyrics out the song. So what was the use of even bringing it up? What was you know what I mean? To even bring it up, the lyrics ain't even in the song, and then the direct it to Ed Hefe and say,
Nah,
"Oh, you
because
don't
they
want
was they said the story was hit a J3. This all happened while they was in New York. They say they was in a car riding around, hit a J3, bumped a G Uno, and Adam, and they and hit a J3 suggested it, you know, and bumped and G Uno co-signed it. So they was like, yeah, take it out. So he was basically letting them in on some inside shit that he wasn't supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is, when it came to the no jumper interview or whatever, when they was doing the news, why would Adam even bring it up if the lyrics was already taken out the song? And why would he direct it at Aunt Hefe and say, "Oh, you don't want to hear that"? Oh, that's like
You know why?
That's what you do to kids when like, "Oh, you don't want to see what's in there." When you trying to play the reverse psychology on them, I do. I want to see type shit. It's crazy as hell.
Let me let you in though. That people miss why he said it, right? Because the day after he did the joint with the Wax show, right? He said something about, well, what about J-Rock saying what neighborhood you from? And he's saying all of them. So he expected Ant to be like, look, I don't care if you're saying the Trey stuff. It's all of them over here. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. It's this viral clip going around on Instagram. The dude checking in the jail and they asked him where he from. He said neighborhood. Dude said which one? He said all of them. So Adam brought that up.
That's what he wanted. Wow.
That's what he wanted. Yeah.
He wanted to up Blick and kill both of them.
He wanted Ant to say, yeah, I'm all
this
of
out the song. And at that point, and Hefe, yeah, like, how do you feel about that?
I feel like Ed Hefe is a real nigga. I feel like Ed Hefe is he stay in his lane, he do what he got to do. But on some political shit, we have to squabble because of King Pill.
Who got to squabble? You and Ed Hefe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some gangster shit. I like that.
Yeah, he's setting that off.
I like that. He like, yeah, Hefe a real nigga, but we gotta squabble. See, I know real G's, and that's how they talk too. They say it all cool and calm like that, and they be like, yeah, but we gotta do it. And it'd be like, damn, you serious? And they be dead ass serious.
Look, we light skin too. You know what I'm saying? Take chart. Come on, man. We take the calm fade, bro. It ain't nothing like
the calm
fade. We got us what?
I don't know though, homie. He a little brownish though. Now let me. But that's crazy. I like that. I respect that.
Because the King Pill.
Hold on. And Hefe didn't disrespect Pomona.
No, he never. Hefe never did nothing, but because.
You know why? We know why. He got his whole 4, 5, 6 looking crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it. When you become a member, you represent something, and it's bigger than yourself. It's crazy as hell, but it's true.
I don't want people saying, well, 4, 5, 6 is like, you feel me? Like, oh, 4, 5, 6 got punked. I keep seeing this shit on the internet. Like, that shit right there is like.
Hold on. I told you, and y'all gave me a little resistance. You and the other one. I said, hey, things he's doing, believe it or not, to the world, he's going to be the face of 4, 5, 6 because it's nobody that has came out publicly on the internet.
Shout out Joe Phil.
Got this type of traction. Now the things he was doing.
Yeah.
Baby Yo and the no shoes.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. That's Jake. That's.
See, but when you got representatives like Fo Extra who represent the Foldies, what happened to him now, we know what's going on, but he was a solid representative. When you got representative like even Crip Mac, I'm sorry, but you could call him whatever you want, but he's solid. He feel me? Solid.
Yeah.
Like, and then you got King Pill. Yeah, of course. He like, wait a minute, let me come step up. He got no choice. He like, I gotta come and show y'all what we really about over here. So I understand, you feel me, where he coming from, you know what I mean? It's crazy though.
Yeah, that
So
shit
let
right
me
there,
ask
man,
you a
is like,
question.
yeah,
Let's go
that's
over it.
fucking retarded
He
right there,
went
man.
down. Listen, he went
Yeah,
down to four extras. Four extras never said nothing about him. To his neighborhood, did what he did. Then he did a song disrespecting the trades. So my question is this to you, bro: how could you want an altercation with a man about simply speaking up for where
That's facts.
respectful? He didn't say
you right, you
moan
right.
ass nigga. He didn't say none of that.
Nah, nah,
But this
Hefe
is
very
all the
respectful.
doing. But look, Time Bomb, this is the
Yeah,
doing
That's his name,
of
Greg.
King Peel. If King Peel don't diss, and Hefe don't never gotta address
yeah.
it. You get what I hear what
We
you
we gon'
saying.
we I'm a knock King Pill out. So he, wherever he at, let me tell you something about King Pill because he started all this, right?
Oh,
King
here we
Pill
go.
is a straight buster, right? And I
Oh.
didn't want to put him on blast because I bucked at the nigga in Las Vegas. The nigga,
See, this where you lose me though. You talking about somebody from your set, but I'm with it though. I love it. It's
Yeah,
entertaining. But what I'm saying is, no good look. You feel me? But let's go.
didn't want
that's
to fight in
facts.
Las Vegas. So
Hold
I
on.
knew he was a buster.
Wait. Why did you want to fight King Peel in Las Vegas?
Um, he was kicking it with some Southside Village niggas that had BK and P Blink all on them and stuff like that. And he was on Facebook with them, on live with them. And I hit him up like, hey, blood, what's up with that? Nigga, you better get your squabble on then, blood. And he happened to be around my area or whatever, and I'm like, nigga, you better go get active on them niggas since you around the niggas. And he didn't want to do nothing. I'm like, bro, you see these niggas got BK and PKs and they got slob and Facebook, bro. You on live with these niggas, bro. And that's how
Wait.
it happened.
Hold on. Slow down.
He's telling Whack about how he checked King Pill for whatever. When you
Right.
could have easily said, "There's an echo." Y'all hear that? Is that me? When
Is that me, man?
he could have
Could be me.
easily said, "Oh, let me pull up there with you." And if you really feeling that type of shit, pull up with him and handle your candle. You know what I mean? But that's just how I feel about it, But what up, Chi? You good, bro?
Yeah, man. Listen, my bad, guys. Sorry to get to the stream late, man. You know, my puppy, he
Now you
requires
good.
extra attention. You know, he's a Jack Russell Terrier with extra added energy, you know. But this is the thing I want to say about this topic right here, yo. Listen, about this topic right here. There's a lot of instigation going on here.
A
A
lot.
lot of fucking dick pissing
Yeah.
contest here. You know what I'm saying? This is who could piss the furthest. This is that stupid shit. And I
Yeah,
think
but
that
who?
all
No,
went wrong.
It's not that.
No,
It
no.
all
But when he
went
said
wrong.
instigation, he was right because it was Adam, the instigator,
It was
sprinkled that,
Adam.
and now they pissing. Yeah, piss contest
Now it's a
now.
piss contest. Now it's like who's the bigger this, and now it became a New York set versus a big Cali gang. Like yo, don't nobody need to talk about nobody's bigger than nobody. Listen, if the West Coast got the same type of sets that the East Coast
He's
got,
wild.
and they ain't the same shit, I don't want to hear no shit about Cali's set is bigger than the New York set. Y'all need
They
to
didn't say
stop
that.
talking that crazy shit
Wait,
because
wait.
that's what
You
King Pill
bugging.
was saying. That's what King Pill was saying. He was like, yo, bro, in your little hood. He told that shit to that dude. What's that other dude's name? Um, it was King Pill and what's the other guy?
Hey, Hefe.
El Jefe.
No, this is something different.
King
That's
Pill, King Pill told El Jefe on some like bro, like because Adam started the instigation with yo, you took that out your song type of shit, right? But it's Adam 22, which nobody sees. This is the fucking main component to half of the problems that happen.
yeah.
He's
You're right.
the main ingredient.
But let's see
It's
this nigga,
all instigation.
and now he crashing out. Now it's in it. He created inner war with this, what they said, and the other shit too. It's crazy.
How long ago was this?
This was 2017.
Oh my.
2016 or
2017.
2017.
You telling me?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm gonna slow down here. This right. King Peel was hanging with some Southside Village Crips from that's
One
Pomona,
of them,
right?
one of them was D-Mac. They had BKs and they was saying
They got
slob.
B
He
blank,
kicked
P
it with them.
blank, S words
Yeah,
tattooed on him, and he
yeah.
was he doing the same silly shit, jumping around and
Yeah, now he getting too deep. You feel me?
Walking
It's
them.
like, come on, man. Yeah, but my thing is, come on, like they opening too many cans, like all this
Yeah.
extra shit. Most of these dudes, game bangers, was a part of other sets before. A lot of these dudes was. So what? I don't really see the, you know what I mean? And if they was young or whatever else, but this whole shit, it's looking bad. And like I say, nobody won when the Family Feud. These are two dudes from the same set going to
That ain't
war.
necessarily true.
What you
Bro,
mean?
Adam could
Somebody
instigate
wins when the
anything.
family feuds.
Somebody wins.
Somebody
Thank y'all
wins.
for the about. Appreciate you, man. Oh, definitely. Definitely. I
It's
know
an
you each,
unnecessary situation for clout. You
you
ask
know,
me.
it's terrible, man. But anyway, hopefully, because Adam, we seen it. Adam talked about how he's ready to up the blick and kill a black man over this
Adam said
situation.
this. Oh,
Yeah.
Adam Grant
So
Mason? Adam 60 Guan? Oh,
he talked
he
about he's
ain't
ready to up
69.
that blicky. You
Yeah,
feel
well,
me?
he better be careful with his threats because no jumpers in the middle of Cripville.
The jumper, they in
Oh yeah,
Cali, it's Crip and blood still everywhere.
where is that?
South
Where
side
he's
of
at? Yeah, where he's at is Crip area, very Crip area, and he might not make it outside.
I'm
He
about
keep
to
thinking
run to
that he.
the 10-1 real quick. I'm gonna let this play. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. All right.
Bet.
I'm trying to figure this out. So what did he say when you told him what you told him? Like, homie, what you doing? What did he say?
He said some weird ass shit like, "Where you at? I'm gonna shoot you with an AK," or some weird ass
He
shit.
told you
Then
that.
yeah, then I came out and he told me to meet him by the police station. When I came out, I started shooting because I thought he was over there. I almost shot one of my little bitches' daddies or whatever. And that's how it went. I never seen blood over there again. And then next thing you know, he disappeared, and now I see him now.
So it looked like, I don't know where they
That's facts,
from,
June.
but I keep hearing them say foe, foe, foe. So I know that's y'all slang.
Yeah,
He got some homies with him.
those are young niggas.
Oh, they some youngsters.
Those
Gotcha.
are those are little kids. Look at the age of them. They're
Yo,
young niggas. Those are little ass. Those are young niggas. That let me tell you something. The people that I'm gonna tell you something. You probably don't know this, right? The people that he brought with them was trying to beat Snoop Dogg. Okay, it's a dude named Pimpin' Young, right? Pomona Pimpin' Young for Trey 57. So Pomona Pimpin' Young was trying to organize a rap group, right, with some young niggas in Pomona. So he got the approval of the Snoop to start a record label called Pomona's Movement, and it was through Doggy Style Records, right? But something happened with the 456 that shot like 30 of them niggas and gunned the niggas down, and Snoop Dogg started
That nigga
fucking with
right
the
here,
movement,
bro.
started fucking with the homies.
But Big
And those are the
Percy from
same.
Pomona he had a group over there. Percy B was Snoop, and I remember he had a group over there.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was the homies from 456. So those same niggas was the niggas that was trying to be on Doggy Style Records. Those are young niggas that's trying to make a way in the game. And they felt like because he was on No Jumper, he got an opportunity to put them on the game. Those are the same.
Where we at with it? Is he rambling or what? What's going on?
I mean, he making some points, but he throwing himself out there. You know, if I was, that was my homie, I let him know, hey, man, don't say nothing about shooting at nobody again, bro. Don't say that again. Don't say that. You mean like
June
shot a
5th,
text?
One of our first moderators, salute, and he's so right. I blame Adam. I'm sorry, and Adam. We see Adam's motive is clear as day. He's getting so much virality out of
that's the
this.
June 5th.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. So that's the issue. It's all about Adam's bottom line. You feel me? The bottom line.
He got to substitute that
Yo, listen.
that 4 extras.
Until
Until
Adam hasn't met the justice of the street, which I still feel his karma hasn't gotten to him. Until he's met that demise where he knows that he can't be playing with this culture just for the fuck of it, he gonna understand what it is. You feel me? I wish him the best. I don't wish him anything bad. But playing with the way he's playing, the karma that's coming for him, it's gonna be some shit.
He think he want to uplift, but let him do that. Let him have to really do that. Wait, you hear that sound? Is that nah? But if he really do have to do that, that's gonna. He think it's all something he gonna get, but it's gonna be worse than he could imagine if he really have to kill a black man in that studio. I can't see our people like standing for that bullshit. You feel me? If he kill a black man in that studio, well,
I don't feel he gonna kill shit. You know why? Because the one thing I could tell you about this white boy, I ain't seen that nigga fight yet. You ain't fight, you don't talk to me about killing shit.
Yeah, you're right. But a scared person would do some things. So we already know that.
Yeah. If backed into the wrong area, in the wrong situation, yeah, I would say so. But this is not a scared person. This is just a guy trying to play gangster like everybody else around him. Oh, get the blick, you smoke you. Shut the fuck up. You don't even go to target practice. Shut up.
You don't even know how to use it.
Hey, but check this though. Me and Bush was saying, we think he'll do it, bro. I personally think he'll pull it off.
I think he's waiting. I think he fantasizes about doing it. I don't know if he really will, but I really think he's like, I don't know.
I think he daydreams about killing a black person. That's more what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, that's more what it is. He's the type of, I can't wait for the day they push me so I could do it. All right.
But you got to imagine, he surrounds himself by these killers and these young rappers and that's all they talk about is murder and death all day. You know what I mean? You got to imagine he's obsessed with that shit. So yeah, man, he said I was gonna up the blick on Cuz. Like he just loved that shit. So it's like
he wasn't talking all that crazy shit when Bobby Shmurda pressed him. When he was walking down here, and Bobby Shmurda was saying, Bobby Shmurda was screaming something now, like say whatever, like GS9, whatever the fuck. He was just screaming something, and Adam Graham Mason was screaming, "No jumper," and Bobby Shmurda stopped and said, "Yo, what you said? Say what I said." And I remember that Adam looked at him and he repeated what he said, and then he walked away like, "But I don't know what that means." Like, but he knew he got pressed. You understand? So I'm telling you, if he's really about that life, he would have said, "Yo, bro, you ain't talking to me like that." He would have said it.
Yeah, you're right.
He ain't never threw a punch yet.
He told me to play Adam's reaction to the whole shit, I guess. So I guess I'll play it. You feel me? We respect the the moderators all day up in this motherfucker. So let's get into it for sure.
To a degree that I wasn't really expecting. Either way,
dumb for even like responding to it.
Yeah, that got kind of intense too. Either way, podcast ends, and I think everybody's thinking in the back of their head, we got to get these guys out of here in a timely fashion and in a way where nobody.
Everybody's thinking, or you after you said it.
So what's up? So
fucking guy,
we finish up stuff here. We go out there. As I walk out there, I see that Aunt Hefe is already kind of dipping, and that Munchie's like damn near out the door, and
he felt abandoned.
The Pomona boys and King Pill are the only ones left, right? No big deal. I'm like, okay, cool. They got out smoothly. That's good. I go. I'm hungry as hell. Start heating my meal in the microwave. As I'm heating up the meal in the microwave, King Pill comes over to me, and he says, "Yo, what's up with the money for the episode?" Because I had actually told King Pill, I was like, "Listen, like, I want to try you out consistently on the Tuesday show." He said, "All right, but bro, I'm broke,
out.
I
the
need
fuck
money."
You think
like,
this is a sampler? The fuck is that? I try you out, nigga. You Adam 22. You do millions of views. They ain't no trying out, nigga. You put me on your show, you owe me. Yeah. Fuck out of here. No trying me out. Fuck, who told you you could try me out, nigga? Fuck out of here. He pressed him right, yo. You muted.
Yeah, you muted.
You muted, Bush.
Nah, King Pill was stressing for that 200, so he made it clear they're gonna show the text, and he was like, "I need that too." So that's why I'm on King Pill's side on that. Like,
me too, bro. You brought me from New York. Isn't King Pill from New York?
Nah, but they no King Pill from California.
Oh,
but check this out. They gonna try to make it about being broke. Oh, you wanted $200? Yes, $200.
Yes, nigga, you rich. Give me my $200.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm glad that you find it to be just $200.
It was $30.
And he was humble. He's like, "I need the money. I'm broke."
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy that you making me broke because you don't want to pay me.
Who will be able to give you a look?
Yeah, the white typical, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say that, but it's fucked up when the white man do that to you. You really get, it's hella more upsetting. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, this motherfucker trying to play me type shit.
June 5th says, you know was he right for that though?
Because he would have ran out of bullets eventually. They still was deep enough to take his life. Think Draco's situation.
Yeah, think the Draco situation. Them niggas couldn't even, he couldn't run and he had the blicky. So blicky ain't shit.
If there was any type of gangsters, and they are, I guess, he would have shot him, and then he would have You know, you're right. They would have had to
But
get
just the
him
thing though,
somehow.
Drake, nobody had a gun because they had went through security. Security
They-
pat down to everybody.
Not only that, but
That's
everybody
why he
went to
died
get
from a knife.
paid. Nobody went to beat them up. When they come to beat them up, there
Every
will
day
be
to
some
get
guns.
paid, they there for the clout.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
when we come back,
Thank
we
you,
here to
thank
beat
you.
you
They're
up.
there. They're there.
That's facts.
They there to get no jumper clout. That brings a lot of clout to the community, money and everything else. That's what they there for.
So that's why we're doing it, because
money
they
for
want us
appearing
to.
on here, whatever.
They want us to be legal. They want us to be not gangsters. So we trying to clean our shit up. But then we got this fucking cracker, Uncle Tom ass motherfucker, trying to pimp us out and throw us into his little plantation called Adam 22 Jumper. Like, no, bro. No, bro. Pay us. It ain't no free work here.
Yeah.
Whatever. Is the music seriously that loud? What the fuck is wrong with these girls? Just so you guys know, it's a plug talk day. We got to make sure that door stays closed. This is insane. But anyway, so
Plug talk. What the fuck is plug talk?
yeah, shout out to Calvin Harris.
Isn't that the porno
right
shit?
now.
Damn, I
But watch
really
this.
to get through the story.
Oh my god.
Oh, they closed.
No, y'all ain't hear him out because we was talking. He just said, "I really want to get through the story. These pieces of shit." Now these are his employees. He's talking about. Nah,
Go,
swear to
back up,
God.
back up,
No,
back up.
no, that just tell you about how he get down. But hold up, I know it ain't important. A lot of I think I backed up too much. But hold up,
No,
let's
no,
go.
no. Look at
Day.
that.
We got to make sure that door stays closed. This is insane. But anyway, so
Calvin Harris DJing in the next room.
yeah, shout out to Calvin Harris. God damn, I really just wanted to get through the story of these pieces of shit. Oh, they closed the whatever.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
That's
yeah, I
what
heard
he
it.
think
He
about.
said that.
Now he's talking about Plug Talk, who give him the majority of his money. People in there banging and it's a porn stuff. So imagine what he think about King Pill if he calling them pieces of shit and King
Animal.
Pill ain't. Oh man,
He's a dog.
he's an animal. He's a monkey. I would kill this monkey. He's got to go. He's asking
Yo,
me
bro.
for $200. I'm telling you right now. I swear to
Bro.
God, that's just
My nigga, he's my me and him could do a fair one, bro. Me and Adam 22 could go a fair one, bro. No cap, bro. Fades.
it got
Fades,
you mad,
bro.
right? Got you mad.
Bro,
when you
I
think
hate
about
Uncle Tom ass niggas. I hate anybody trying to enslave my people in my face
it.
and then
June
acting
5th.
like he's helping them. Bro, I didn't
Yo.
like him from the moment that he was doing that shit to Loose Cannon and fucking Brick Baby and them. At that point, I was like, something here is not right. These are straight up street niggas chilling with a fucking blogger, and the blogger is embarrassing them, and they not beating him up. What
And
the
y'all-
fuck?
And y'all laughed at 607 Unk when he said his life was threatened and things like that. But 607 Unk made good points, though. He ain't supposed to get his life threatened in the damn establishment
ain't no job.
from Adam's number one boy at the time. And dude
crazy.
telling him, I'm going to kill you. I will kill you. Yeah. I ain't supposed to get threatened in your establishment, motherfucker. They said Unk is suing him. I hope he
Yeah,
do.
he could
Fuck
sue.
him.
He could sue.
so King Pill starts coming over to me, talking to me about this $200 or whatever the fuck it was.
Hey, keep
He's
the Doja
saying,
down.
Yo, like,
Huh?
Keep the Doja down.
Oh, okay.
can you send me that money right now? I said, yeah, you know the group chat that I put you in with Josh? Just text that, and Josh will send it to you by the end of the night. He goes, by the end of the night? He's like, I'm trying to get paid right now. I need that money to get home.
He told him before he got there. He texted him.
And I'm like, you realize that like a lot of people who work here, you know, you get paid like every 2 weeks, every month, whatever, at the end of the week, etc. I'm
But
like, it's not.
that's an employee.
not an
Hold on,
employee.
hold
It's just
on.
like
That's
the
for
most-
an employee.
Yeah, he's not an
Yeah, yeah.
employee. You brought that guy in.
Private-
Guess-
obvious
and
thing
he
in the
try
world
him
my bad.
out.
that you're supposed.
And he asked you specifically on the day that he need that. He said he needs that for the day, and you said okay.
He just
Not
has to
only
do
that,
it.
not only that, it's
Yeah.
a tryout, right? So you got to pay.
Yeah,
him
you
by
got to
the
pay
day.
him now. You trying me out? What you think? Pay me for this tryout, bro.
He's a foul
Oh, fuck.
motherfucker, bro.
Supposed to be
you
getting
cannot.
paid instantly as soon as you finish the podcast.
Yes,
Like
yes.
you gotta chill. Like the idea is that you're supposed
No.
to be on here consistently.
No.
There's no reason why he shouldn't have gotten that, especially
The ideas you got to be here consistently for what? So I could get paid for the tryout?
no. I get
You're
what he's
confusing me
saying
now.
No,
No, I don't.
no. I do, but my thing is, he told him before he got there that I need this now. He told him that
Yeah,
that's
so
just
he
for
knew
this.
in advance,
so-
so he-
yeah, like I need.
I mean,
this
how many
today.
times have he been on camera for it not to be a tryout no more? He done. We done been to New York a whole nine. What you
Yeah,
mean?
but this was his. But we're using Adam's words for it because he said, "I just want to try him out." Now all of a sudden, you got to be here for a couple of weeks. Are you trying him out?
Oh no,
or is
check
he
this
here for
out
a couple
too.
of weeks?
Check this out. He also knew that you about to make some money for what just happened and what just got recorded.
You
because
right.
because I just hyped it.
Yeah.
And everybody got active.
I got marked out. Pay me.
That's
You know,
crazy, bro.
and it's like, why are you putting pressure on me to pay you instantly as soon as
Why?
It just like struck me.
Why not?
He's a master of the narrative. He got that whack shit going on in a white way. You feel me? He control the narrative. And look at Lush over here. Yeah,
Lush,
totally.
big writer.
Yeah. And then it's her.
Bend
She
over, buddy.
yes. And him, he another one. You know, I respect him. You know,
No,
but
I
at the same
I
time,
don't respect Lush. I don't respect
no,
him.
not Lush.
Oh.
I'm talking about this nigga. But they all in
Remo.
control.
Oh, him?
right
Yeah. What's his
Remo.
name?
Remo.
Remo, yeah.
Remo.
Remo,
That's a weird-
you the only person I give credit to. I don't know how you put up with this shit. Teach me.
But that word, his name is paused though. Remo. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a very weird thing. His energy is weird. He's walking towards me. He's like really like kind of getting close to me and stuff. Pull up the No Jumper Instagram. We're gonna start reviewing the footage.
Look at the master.
energy was weird.
The energy, you're getting close to me. Pull up the No Jumper in
That's
the
usually that's how it happens when you people collecting. They get close to you.
Of what actually happened in the office right here because, yeah,
Bro.
it's very.
Me and Donnie were both there too, so.
Yeah, so I do have some people who can attest to the way that this whole situation went down. All right, let's pull up
People who
this
could
video.
attest. Nobody
Here we
could
go.
attest. We got eyes, nigga. You don't
King
gotta
Bill
tell us.
tries to fight Adam 22 after their podcast. Now, there's no audio here, but we're going to be able to see the body.
I mean, you can see
Oh,
first
you're gonna
thing,
narrate it
bring
for
it
us. That no, get the fuck out of here. Not him.
Of course.
Not Adam narrating it.
and you see how they titled it already. He tries to fight him. That
Right.
big ass
That's a
nigga.
lie. That's
If
a
he
lie.
wanted to fight him, he would have fought him.
You would have just punched him.
I don't know.
tried to fight.
After that ant shit, I don't know.
No,
No
but
more.
you can't. But you can't say he tried to fight him if he didn't attack him, if he didn't swing, if he didn't go at him. You
Oh yeah,
can't say
especially
he
after.
tried.
Oh, guess
That's
what
what
else
I'm
he's
saying.
doing? He trying to cover his ass because you just told us you pushed him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're gonna see it.
We
That's
it.
what's
saw
up.
it. We saw
We're gonna
that.
see it right now. Yeah,
But he's
that's a
claiming
fact.
that he was
Thank
attacked.
you. Oh, ESC, that's assault.
First pick.
Yeah. Okay. So let's press play. Yeah, obviously. So you see me to the left, and that's King Pill wearing the army fatigues. We love a man in uniform.
Yeah.
So he's kind of pressing me right now.
Pause.
He's saying like, you know what? Can you send it right now? I said Josh can send it. He goes, can you make him send it right now? I'm like,
Look.
I'm like, if you want, you can call him.
But look at his demeanor. Look at him. He's saying that he's just like he need his little 200.
Yeah, he's
like,
being mad dismissive.
Can you send it right now, Johnson?
Adam-
can you ask him?
Adam-
He's asking him because he's like, I need this money, homie.
Yo,
and
listen.
you could make it happen. You could give me my little tool. You could do that for me.
That guy
it
is a
ain't like
good.
he's
That
trying
guy's,
to fight him. And I'm just
that
being
King
honest.
Pill guy was not trying to fight because I would have right there where I would have hit him. When he
If
would
he
have
was
told
trying
me
to
you
fight
should hit him if you want, call Josh if you want. Shut up. What's
That's
good?
crazy.
Who won it?
That's
Yeah, I would
crazy.
have dug his pockets, took my $200 and left.
This man is a nut, boy.
He goes,
Hey,
what can you call?
you'd have been woke up with a robbery charge in LA County.
It's fine. It's fine, bro. When I
And a
come out of that
slug, yeah.
robbery county, when I come out, I'm going right back to No Jumper, and then I'm gonna catch another one.
Okay.
Straight
It's
up,
your
bro.
business. You can call him. He's like
Straight up.
pressing
No
me about
cap.
like the dumbest shit possible right
All
now.
my cousins will be
And
with
those
me.
are all his boys. Dude,
You see how Shorty had tried to reach out?
I don't think he crazy, bro. He better not play that shit with the Dominicans. Don't
Yo.
play that shit with us, bro. I'll knock that
we
nigga out.
already know. But
Fast.
Chief,
Fast.
this dude is
I hope he
he's a
sees the
mark.
stream so he can know what's up. Not with me, bro. Not the Bronx, bro. Whenever the fuck you want, nigga. Whenever the fuck you want, nigga.
Hit them
I don't give a fuck.
gunshots.
Straight cheese, yo. Everybody who knows Adam 22, you make a clip and you send that, you tag that bitch ass nigga. Come do that over here, bro. Come do that over here.
Hey,
Preston.
Nah,
My
man.
bad, yo. My bad, my bad. I'm sorry, guys. No, yo, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. It's just
Yes.
the old me. It
Hey,
comes
check.
out.
Let me say one thing. He said he tried to fight him. I yet to see that. I see him being cool. He looking at his phone, at his account. Damn, it's an echo, is it?
And
He
and Adam is being the dickhead right now by walking
being
away
a
from him
dickhead.
and leaving him standing there like he don't matter. Bro,
Yep.
you talking to him about your money, he walked away.
He looking at his account and say $2 right now. He like, damn, how the fuck I'm gonna go to? I told the homie I'm gonna give him the 50 because he need this for this, and I need to eat. And the girl, we definitely got it. You feel me? He like, I need the 200. Yeah, you know,
No,
Shorty
and the
is
Don Julio.
oh,
Don Julio
everything.
45 for the little one.
No, because he got like 60 in his pocket. Okay, cool. But then he looking at his phone. He like, damn, I only got this in the account. I can't do what I got to do. Man, I need this now.
LA gas like 749.
He got like 50 cents on Cash App. You can't transfer that out because they can't charge you a fee. So he got to use it from the Cash App, and he don't got his card. It's crazy right now for him.
I don't know understand the ghetto language. I'm just being honest. I swear to God, he come across to me as a dude that needed that money. He needed that too.
Oh, bro.
Too, really subtly.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
And
right there.
I'm
He's
like
feeling
grabbing
defeated.
my food out of the
Grabbing your
microwave.
food, yeah, pissing him off. Let me eat in front of him after I don't pay him. Crazy, right? Let me show you this shit I got from Ponta Rosa, the big steak, the 14-inch one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
By the way,
grabbing
oh
my
Josh,
food.
Nah, he grabbed that Wagyu. He said, "What you saying? You need what?"
I'm like grabbing my food.
you didn't even offer nobody food.
I'm like grabbing my food. This broke ass dude traveled. He need his little money. You told him you gonna give it to him. No,
He thought there was
man.
gonna be catering there, nigga. Craft.
Right.
Nah, hey,
now,
hold on. We
slightly
need to
off.
stop though. So what you think millionaires need their $200? What you mean?
Everybody.
Everybody. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying
Damn.
is, no. They had a relationship. They did work together. He asked him before he got there. He said, "I'm gonna need that today." It wasn't no crazy threat or nothing. He said, "I'm gonna come do the thing, and I just need the 2 today." Cause you
And
do
you
that
gonna
for me,
feel
please.
worse because it's like you get me
What?
marked out and you send me off without my 200.
But what if he marked him out because he didn't want to give him the 200? He was hoping he got beat up. He don't gotta pay him.
He
And
got-
it didn't happen.
That's true.
He's saying he got double. Damn. That's
Yeah.
a double whammer. Oh
Because
man.
Adam set it up and then just I didn't just set that firework off in this stage. You know what I'm saying?
And then don't pay.
It-
Send you home with
he's-
your ass wet.
He's hoping that King 45, what's his name again?
With your ass.
King
I don't know, man. This is bad. Hold up.
He
Let me
was
see.
hoping he got beat up.
And you'll see that I start to walk kind of across the office.
Kind of. He doesn't know, but he did it.
One
Kind
second. He's still talking to me in a rather aggressive way at this point.
Oh
It's
my
like slowly
God.
But what is he
ratcheting
saying,
up. And this is
Adam?
me
about to
walking
tell
away
you.
being like, bro, you need to chill. Like, Josh will get it to you. Whatever. Okay, go to the next one.
There's nothing
See?
aggressive
He didn't
about
say
it.
You can
nothing.
see.
Nah, he about to tell you now.
Kinda
He about to
like
tell
in
you.
my face now, right? Look at the way he's walking towards me. Look at the body language. Look
And
how
then
he's
you
like
pushed him.
and
And
then
when you-
look he just
and you
bumped into
pushed
me
him.
and then I kind of like
No.
push him away.
No, he didn't bump into you.
And then his boys
You seen him push him,
jump
right?
in here.
Yeah, but I
they're
didn't
pulling
see
him
him
away.
bump.
They're separating him. So what's he do? He pulls out his phone. Typical
calls his
internet
lawyer.
thug. Pulls out his phone.
Yeah, but when did he
Listen,
try
I'm
to
about to
fight?
tell you.
filming.
about to
I'm
tell
sure he's
you.
gonna drop this footage at some point. He starts calling me the F slur. Starts acting like I'm a.
F
The reason
slur.
why I'm in the cubicle now is because I was looking for a lighter and I was actually grabbing one off of Mikey's desk.
I thought you were eating.
So I'm trying to light a spliff right now.
Yeah, he went to
Oh.
eating
And
and
King Phil trying to film
smoking.
a skit. He's trying to
He
act
was
like
eating and
nervous.
smoking.
Hey, Chi, you right. He was nervous as fuck. He's like, I'm in my
Eating and
food.
smoking.
Now
I gotta
he's-
smoke.
Now he
walking
forgot he
around.
was getting the food and now he's getting a lighter.
You ain't doing nothing with
Yeah, I
that
like to
thing
take
that you
bites,
carry.
then take a pull.
Yeah.
You
I
hold
like to
that
smoke
blicky
right
like
before I take
jewelry.
my first bite.
He not
Like,
doing
nah.
nothing with that blick. He not gonna do nothing with
Bro,
that
listen.
blick.
like
Adam is
real,
soft.
real angry.
Soft as
He's
fuck.
mad. But his boys are the ones standing in between him. Now look what he does here.
Yeah, exactly. Aren't you?
Yeah, but
And you
yeah,
didn't
but
do
exactly.
shit.
He's
And
not
you ain't do
fighting.
shit.
He's not aggressive. He's not saying I'm a beat. He didn't. So that whole narrative is crazy because they
if
said
somebody
it in
does
the
that
thing.
to my shop, I will fight
You
him.
know how ill
Adam
that
didn't
is,
do
though, for a real establishment to say that in the title. King Pill tries to fight Whack, and he
Yeah.
didn't. Like that's crazy as hell. That's
Yeah.
some next level shit done right before your eyes.
I was cool. King Phil,
He
if you
knocks
are
the
watching
balls
this,
off and he's still
sue the fuck out of this guy. If you are watching, if you by any chance,
Bro,
call
if
this
he ain't
nigga
got
and watch
$200, he can't
sue
sue.
him.
Yeah, you
Sue
need
him
money
for
to sue.
pushing you.
Unfortunately, you need money to sue.
33%. They charge you 33%. It's free. Just sue.
talking on the way out. And his boys go. Shout out to his boys. Honestly, the rest of the
Shout
dudes
out
from
to his
Pomona.
What a
Shout
dick
We got to
rider.
give it to them.
That's how he create the divisiveness. Yeah,
create
division.
division. Yeah,
Right there. Shout out to his boys. He, come on.
That they immediately shut the situation down because you got to understand the 22ster keep that foul.
22ster.
listen to him.
So
What? Go back.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I got to. This is like too much there.
He's so lame.
Keep that file. That's what he said.
But because you got to understand the 22ster.
What you say, EST? I'm sorry.
But
you about to say
what was
something?
that dude name? What was that dude name? I did a video on him from Chicago who left the GDs in the dough. He asked him for a fight and he turned it down.
Wow.
He said, "No, why would I fight?"
Fuck, I
Resort
forgot
to
his
barbaric,
name.
all that crazy ass shit.
You're so right. You're so right. But you talk about that tough shit. You want the best of both worlds, and that's the thing about a lot of
Because we gotta pick right. We gotta pick right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We do. But I ain't gonna say it's a white thing. It's a class thing. It's a money thing. Like Diddy, he want the best of everything. He want everything. Like these weirdos, they want everything. They want to be a gangster, a civilian, this or that, a white guy, a black guy. Hey, I'm a gay.
One thing I'll never want to be when I'm rich is be street again. I'm good.
They want to be everything but normal.
You already know that. Everything but regular, and normal, and fair, and you know what I mean.
Down because you got to understand the 22ster keep that fire on him.
Keep that
so when King Pill is doing all this, I'm starting to do the math in my head, and
what math are you doing?
See,
how many bullets he got?
Yeah, but Remo over there smiling when he said to keep the fire. He's too smiling.
First of all,
Lush a ghetto white boy. Lush was from the ghetto, and Lush like, let me look away. Ain't no smiling, ain't none of that in this type of situation. These motherfuckers. I don't like that.
Anytime I ever heard a man say he got that fire on him, he never sounded like as flamboyant as this guy sounded right now when he said it. This guy didn't have shit. That's how you know he ain't had shit. Because if you got it on you, trust me, you're not gonna say it like that. But you coming from a hood perspective. He got guns and they legal. We know he does because he's a fucking law-abiding citizen with money and he can have guns as licenses that you go through. So yeah, he had it, but he's not going to use. He's not ready to do that. He ain't ready to do that. He don't want to lose his whole. He don't want to move. He don't want to move. Trust me, he don't want to move.
Okay, so what's
my bad?
The line that needs to be crossed here in order for the 22ster to up blick on cut. Now, in my head,
why are you talking
what I
like that?
established almost immediately was like, if he.
All right, that's enough of this. I mean, at what point? Honestly, at what point are we trolling or?
He wasn't because listen what he's saying. He's saying I'm in my head thinking at what point legally does what line the King Pill has across for me to justify for me shooting him. That's what he's basically saying.
But at what point are we trolling when he say up blick on Cub?
Yeah, he trolling the culture with that.
Dude is a pyro. You know what I mean? First of all, a lot of people should be disrespected, but these suckers out here, these gangbangers,
it's funny that other dude was mad because King Pill put that line on his rhyme about a set that exists in Cali and in New York, but nobody felt disrespected when he said cut.
The thing is, it's whack 100. Before we get into the other topic, because honestly, any gangbanger that's working close with Adam 22 should tell him about this stuff and really on a serious note, and not just for clout on the show to go viral and tell him, pull him aside on another side and be like, yo, stop playing with this shit. You feel me? Up blick on Cub. You know what I mean? Up blick on Cub.
Yeah, don't play like that, bro.
Because in New York, you can't say cut unless you a Crip.
Yeah,
you can't say blood unless you are blood. So why is Adam 22?
No, but how crazy is it though? He's talking about killing a black man when he said that. He talking about up a blick on a black man too though.
That's what Remo should have asked him. He said up a blick on a black man.
Yeah, no, with a black man present.
So
that makes that black man look weak. Remo, I respect you, bro, but you should check your white boyfriend. Talk to your boy,
Yeah,
because if he would have said nigga, I would have smacked him. I would have never even asked him to not say it. I don't gotta tell him. He grown
I
enough.
don't
Somebody
know,
already
Chief.
told
Some of
him.
them bullets probably would have started flying, bro.
We're gonna have to turn that place into Swiss cheese then.
facts. You know what I mean?
But ain't
My thing
nobody
is
gonna be disrespecting my culture in front of me. Do that shit behind my back, white boy. You feel me? But not in
the
front of me. I ain't them.
the one legend that Adam interviewed was XXX Tentacion. Rest in peace. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Uh, he also was an artist that was in touch with the people heavily. He was in tune with
Very,
the people.
very
And
cultural.
he was the type of dude that stay at his crib and just release the shit. He not outside like that. But one of his main things and subjects was, suicide. He was helping people with. He
Suicide
was
prevention.
always big on that. You know what I mean? Always. My girl, when I told her about the topic, she brought this to my attention when I told her about the topic, because when I mentioned the topic, I got overwhelmed an hour later. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know, you feel me? Because it's a deep topic.
Yeah, man.
We probably got people that we know we probably had those type of thoughts. You feel me? It's deep, and black men don't really talk about that. So I definitely respect XX, because he had something else. He was an angel, you know what I mean? He always was helping a lot of people with depression and things like that. We just lost Young Noble from the Outlaws, you know what I mean? If you ask me my favorite rapper or the greatest rapper, to me it's still Tupac. I can't never change that because of the content that he put out in the world. He was
Right.
about the people. He was always checking on the people. Keep your head up. That goes back to XXX. You know what I mean? The depression
Yeah.
and dealing with all that type of shit. When
Right.
you
My
got an
cousin
artist
killed
that's like
himself
that,
2
it
years
means a
ago.
lot to
So
the people,
depression is
when you're
real,
going through shit. So I figured, man, Young Noble, Outlaws, they held Tupac down. We lost like 3 members from the Outlaws, but this suicide thing hit me hard because the last post I
Unalive.
seen of him was on Instagram with him and his daughter, and this was like days before the suicide. I don't know, because there's conspiracies about that too, but it's like days before the suicide. So it's like, this man, 47 years old. Imagine what he was going through. Was people reaching out to him? You know what I mean? Did people see the signs? Did any of y'all ever have a friend that was going through that and did that type of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my cousin
Stats
killed
is
him.
though. Hold on, Chief. The
You hear
stats
me?
is
Cheat, you hear me?
I can hear you, but yes, it's lagging.
Something going on. I don't hear nobody. I mean,
You can hear us?
oh
You
yeah,
can't
I
hear
hear
us?
you. I hear you now. My bad. Go ahead.
No, EST was saying something, but he's lagging. I'm waiting for him to.
Okay, he froze up.
Yeah, we're waiting for it.
you got
What
me?
about you? Yeah. Okay. There you go.
There
I
you
got
go.
the
Oh, there you
right
go.
here.
Welcome back.
They say over 49,000 people died by unaliving in 2023, and that's one death every 11 minutes. As many adults think unaliving or attempts. 12.8 million seriously thought about unaliving. 3.7 million made a plan for it, and 1.5 million attempted it. So it's
Yeah.
real.
Wow. Oh
In
my God.
2023, my cousin, he unalived himself October, 3 days before Halloween.
Oh man. Rest in peace, man.
Sorry to hear
Rest
that.
in peace.
What
He's
did
the
you?
reason why I'm, like I just decided, I like right before he died, I always wanted to be a streamer and shit, but it just never were, I didn't know how to put the pieces together, like connect. I just wouldn't go past something. Me and him was always the ones, like everywhere. We were like, we would do rap, we would do acting, we would do media, we would do promotion, we would do everything,
Okay.
everything. Like we were
Right.
everywhere. We would
Mhm.
sneak into your parties. We'll sneak into the fucking any party, bro. We snuck into the Swiss Beats release, album release, Cuban Links album release. We just used to find out where they were, and we'll just sneak in. You know what I'm saying? The Red Bull freestyle battles, all that shit. And 2023, I was orchestrating bringing the cheat challenge to the forefront. Like it didn't exist yet, and me and him were talking, and he was telling me that he was having a lot of issues with this girl where he broke up with her, which I still feel like his death is a little bit more of a, like, I don't think it was a whole like a a suicide like they say, because there's a
Mhm.
lot of components that don't make sense.
Mhm.
But he was very depressed. He was going through a lot of shit. His name is Casper Albert Rios. He had a song with the deceased Fred the Godson. It's called Man Down.
Oh
So
wow,
Fred the Godson
that's
and
one of my
him,
favorite artists.
yeah,
Rest in peace to both of them.
Casper Velli and Fred the Godson have a song called Man Down. It's
Oh, it's
amazing.
a
It's a,
storm.
it's a crazy
Caught
thing.
in the storm, man.
And then one day he just
We
flipped
good? Can
out.
you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
We
you.
can
I
hear
hear
you.
you.
We can hear
Hey,
you.
check this out. Since 2000, the rate been going up, right? You
Yeah,
hear me? The rate
yeah,
been
yeah.
going up. Now, the only decline was in 2020 when we didn't have to deal with society in this room.
So
Mm.
society is
Back
the
up.
biggest catalyst.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
pressures of society is what has everybody
The
feeling like
problems of
that.
yeah, when it shut down, it was a lot. We returned back to peace, bro. It kind of have you remember riding on the highway, riding in the streets? That
Yeah,
kind of felt good.
yeah.
mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Nobody was outside.
he
Yeah,
was
but
talking.
so the unaliving rate went down in 2020.
Well, she was in the middle of a story
Crazy.
about us about his cousin that did a song with Fred the Godson called "Man Down." You heard of Fred the Godson, right? EST. He rested in peace too. This shit
Hey,
froze again.
he
But go
died.
ahead.
He died from the pandemic. I
Yeah.
knew him too. I knew him too. I went. He took me to him and Riley's. We went to the Hit Factory. I met there. The dude that did all the shit for the Dipset. But yeah,
Mhm.
so he was going through it, and just during the weeks where before it happened, he had been calling me a lot and telling me like, "Yo, I don't know what to do, and I feel like really down. I think she's fucking with somebody else. I think
Oh,
she got
about the
another
girl.
man."
Damn.
Yeah, yo. So the day of the situation, it was like 6 in the morning, and I saw on my Instagram that he started following me. I'm like, why is he following me? I thought he followed me. It was just a weird thing that it's 6 in the morning. I see him logged on. I'm like, why is he following me? And then like at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, my other cousin Fuegizi calls me and he's like, yo, crying, screaming and saying, yo, do you love me? Do you love me? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought he was gonna like kill himself. And he's like, nah, yo, Casper killed himself.
Oh,
And I was like,
man.
wow, no way. 12 in the afternoon, bro, on a Friday. I remember that shit. It was 2023,
And look,
October
check this out.
27.
Males
Wow.
lead 22.7% to females 5.9%.
And you know why? See, my
80% of
story, it's because of females. I'm sorry, but it's true. I was in the I was locked up.
Uh,
You feel me? In Donovan State Prison.
R.I.P.
This,
Casper.
yeah, R.I.P. Casper,
RP.
man. And all of those who couldn't handle it. You know, not couldn't handle it, but
That's his
whatever.
logo.
Oh, word, man, man, that's a crazy story, man.
Casper.
How did that affect you, though? You feel me? What,
The only way I blocked it out was by becoming viral. It's the only thing that just I don't think about it. The more I entertain myself posting, streaming, sometimes I don't sleep for 2 days. I'll just be streaming, popping pills and shit. And I mean, I became famous off of it, but it's the way of not dealing with it. I've been
Yeah.
doing that for the past 2 years.
We are exclusive to, we're numb to a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we know how to keep it pushing when that happens.
we have to.
You know?
I put work in front of it, so I can't think. I don't
Yeah.
have a chance to think. I'm talking with you guys. From here, I get off. I play PlayStation. From here, I get off. I go to somebody's house. I'll stream from there. You understand? Like I'll pound information because I know Casper. His name will not live if I don't become famous, and that's why I had to be viral. I have to be
Mhm.
viral. There's no choice. It's just I have to be. Whatever
Did you
viral
deal
people
with?
are doing, I'm doing it.
He dealt with guilt or what? Was he trying to reach out to you or something?
Yeah, I ended up buying like a lot of things. Like I bought his old motorcycle because I want to keep it around. These were his headphones. I bought them to keep them around. Like, I tattooed my hand with his logo. He had a little version of it here. I put it really big. So, like, to me, it's like I feel like he's with me. He's the
Mm,
reason I'm viral. He's the reason
mm,
I took control of everything because now
mm,
it's two people in one. Like Super Saiyan Chi. That's why I dropped from the Chi to Chi. You feel me?
mm.
It's just a simplistic Buddha, more spiritual, more connected to the Gaia, connected to the ground. I'm nothing but love now. There's no hate in my blood. I cannot feel that. I just don't like people taking advantage of people. That's it.
Yeah, that's an ill point that he said that ESC said it's us males taking our lives more than
Then the females, bro. That's
why you
crazy.
think that though, ESC? Why you think that?
What?
Why do you think it's
You,
more males taking our
I think
unalivement?
alcohol. I think it's alcohol and drugs that play a part in that.
Oh man, because I seen well actually when I was in Donovan on my way about to get sentenced, we hear you. He don't hear us for some reason.
We can't hear him. He's talking right now. You could hear
Say,
us.
you hear me? Okay.
We can't hear him though.
There was this dude, bright young kid in the Navy, and I swear to God, I'm not just saying it, he kind of looked like my boy EST. I'm sorry, but he was in the Navy for like a good couple of years or whatever. But he kept getting caught up on the DUIs. So he liked to drink, and then he got caught up on the DUI. So they called him on the 5th DUI. They said, "We gonna give you some time." Hold on, I gotta mute you. So they ended up giving him 5 years. You feel me? So.
Yeah.
One day we in the cell talking. He talking about how it was and all. He had a house. We just talking and vibing. He got a call from his girl. You know what I mean? I mean, he called his girl. He got phone time, and he already been fighting this case for like probably a year. He already been away from the house for like a year. So
don't tell me the story ends bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe I know. I'm sorry. I ain't want to be just all. But my thing is,
we gotta go there.
It's just you have to, because there's people out there who are not talking about this, and this is why people don't know that it's okay to talk about how you feel.
See, but this is the thing
You
though.
feel crazy.
We have to let them and understand. Let them know that look, when you do come to that position, you got to develop some things and go outside, fly your drone. Just take 5 minutes to do something else. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, and for the people that is a little more serious, it's okay to go to the hospital and tell them that you're thinking crazy shit, even if they keep you for 2 or 3 days. Think about it like it's gonna be time away from stress. I'm not gonna lie to you. In 2015 to 2016, I ended up in the North Central Bronx Hospital for trying to,
Oh man, don't say it.
and I was there for 2 weeks. You understand? And I learned things there that I never ended up there again.
Intrusive thoughts, stuff like that.
Intrusive shit, and you need to go check it in. Go check that shit. I went. My brother and my cousin Corey, they walked me to the hospital. I said, "No, nigga, you're not going nowhere. You wildin'. You are wildin'."
I learned that through therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Out.
Like, I done lost enough to where it's a lot of. I got survivor's remorse. You know what I'm saying? But we know depression and all that can come in from a lot of things: baby mama, kids,
There's
bills.
different triggers.
Yeah, and a lot of time with us, it be like 10. You know what I'm saying? So a lot, but in this situation, being a 47-year-old man, it's like you got to understand the magnitude of the stress that he was probably under for him to do that in the later years of his life, bro. 48.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm trying to get. That's why I can't wrap my head around.
But hold on. Let me make this point. A lot of our 40, see, we're good and valuable to around 45, 47, 48. A lot of our men are 48 and they are alone in this world, man.
And
even though they have kids, they have things that's going on, they are alone. You know what I'm saying?
They want to be tough.
But you gotta imagine a young noble who was an outlaw. And at the time when Pac was alive, they was on top of the world.
Yeah, this ain't that time.
And then when Pac was gone, they wasn't able to create no type of success with the music, and he just living and living. It's probably a loneliness times 10 because you're used to, you know what I mean. And then you look around
from that they fall from a godly like life to a regular life again.
But that's not necessarily true because that black dude who was on Ellen DeGeneres show who used to dance with the fedoras, he unalived himself, and he on Ellen DeGeneres show had a wife for life, but behind the scenes,
demons, bro. You got to be able to talk about it to somebody.
But me and Bush was talking about this though. We can't negate the fact of the relationship aspect that plays. I think at least a 70% part in it, bro. Because if you have that nurturing woman who helps heal, and she can't, and a woman can't heal everything. Like you said, you got to take them steps to go get your own healing. But we seen video where a dude break up with his woman. She go in the elevator, he pull out, bang.
And I've seen videos where there's dudes that want to stay with the chick, and the chick will go outside and jump in another nigga car. You understand? There's a lot of inflammatory shit that happens. But at the end of the day, if you have somebody to talk to, this is what nobody knows, and I want this to be part of this
All he got
episode.
left.
More importantly,
You're right. You're
you
right.
have to talk to people. You are a man, you are a woman, you're 20, you're 19, you're 18, you're 25, you're 30, you're 40. Talk to somebody, because there are going to be points in life that there aren't going to be people. You're going to feel safe, and you're going to bottle that shit inside, and that's
That
going to
nigga,
set
I
off
guarantee
something.
you, that story that EST just said, because I seen the video too. He didn't tell his homies, oh, we going through problems, me and my girl. He wasn't, they wasn't in tune real time. He didn't tell him nothing. And then
There's a
all of a
good,
sudden in the lobby, this girl talking, and she break up with him, but it was like a respectful breakup. They hugged each other, they kissed each other. It
and
was
then what?
real love
He
there.
lit it up, right?
And then so when you talk about talk to people, there was no opportunity there. Right after she broke his heart,
Yeah,
Right.
no, right there. No.
it was
There was
Hold
over
on,
an
let me get the
because
people
opportunity.
something real
I
There
quick.
didn't
was
get
an
to talk.
opportunity.
Okay, ESC, but let me just say this: when I was up
Go
there,
ahead.
I didn't get to talk to the homie either. Right after he
Right.
got off that phone, he was shut down, and we knew something was wrong. And then next thing you know, you feel me. But what
See,
you
but
gonna say?
just 2 quick points. Like we lost a lot. You know, they said the firearms lead in it, and it's like suffocation, poisoning. But firearms is like 50%. But we also got to take into account for a lot of our people who be struggling mentally, taking drugs, and the drugs end up taking them out. You know what I'm saying? And if you
Some
have
You
going
right?
people,
through that, you feel that 988. They say call 988.
Yeah,
That's the
call up,
crisis
man.
line. Text or
Stop
call
playing.
988. You know what
Stop
I'm saying? It's
playing
yes,
when you
available
feel that stuff.
24/7, English,
even if
Spanish,
you
all
just
that.
don't know whether you should be calling. If you don't know, oh well, I don't want to kill myself, or I don't want to unalive myself, I don't want to hurt somebody, but I feel too angry to
You
tell a
gotta do
friend,
something.
call that place,
Yeah, for
because
sure, for sure.
you just want to
I
talk.
feel like
Trust
the
me.
average person gets there and think the average man really gets there and thinks it a lot more often than the public understands and know. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we get in these times, and a lot of times it be like with the kids, the career, kids,
It
or
be shit.
relationships.
It
You know what
be
I'm
shit that
saying?
you want to keep up with, and you can't keep up with the Joneses. You
Yeah. Or
just got
not
to
even
talk to
that. It's like
somebody.
when some of these situations fall between your fingers, whether it's a career, kids, or relationships. A
That's a
lot of men
relationship
go there.
for us.
Yes.
For us in our communities, it's usually that love
Broken
because we
homes.
used to being broke, career, that ain't shit. We used to whatever, what's the other thing you said? But when it comes to that
Career,
relationship,
kids, yeah,
somebody,
and
yeah, we used to
relationships.
the kids being bad or whatever else, or the kid, whatever. But when it comes to that
No, I'm
relationship,
talking
or when
about
you
in a
lose,
situation with the kids when she take the kids from you, you can't see it no more.
oh yeah, well that's relationship shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
when she,
Yeah,
so yeah,
you
that
got
is the
those
No,
thing
no,
things
no,
that
you
no.
go
gets
Hold
to
on. We
us.
got
family
separated
court.
because there's some dudes who would do it because she left, and there's
You're
some dudes
right.
who would do it because of the kids.
I
You know what I'm
swear you're
saying?
right. I did a
They
movie
they they
called
do it.
Blue Caprice, and that's
Okay.
about the DC snipers. And you know his motivation though, why he was out there doing that shit? Because
Wow.
he was out there he was out there sniping out people randomly. Because his ultimate goal was to snipe out his wife, and now she gone, and then he get his kids back. It was all about them kids. He didn't give a fuck about nothing
Oh,
else. So he's sniping
okay.
out people across the country to ultimately get to his wife, snipe her out,
So it
so he can
wouldn't
get
look
his
like
kids back.
a coincidence. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So when you say kids, yeah, I hear you. I get
And
you.
I
Yeah, that's a,
guarantee you, you could have prevented that if he would have just told his homie, like, "Yo, I'm thinking about doing this."
I mean, the majority of the time when she
His
says she's
homie would have been like,
leaving,
"Yo, that's crazy, bro. You should not do that." And he would have
when
been like,
she's
"Damn, you right."
hey, look, check this out. When she says she leaving and she taking the kids and he can't fathom that, that's where a lot of domestic homicides come from too. You know what I'm saying? Because they
Yeah.
just can't fathom being alone and they feel, look, you gonna wait till I'm 40 something and do this. It's like a lot of them be feeling washed up. When look, bro, like Chi said, contact your brother, get in the gym. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Change your wardrobe. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But
That's
talk to
think
it.
about the
somebody.
people that
Most
love you.
importantly, talk to someone. Call a hotline if you got to. I sometimes call Domino's Pizza and just
See,
start
but this
talking
is
to
the
them.
thing. I'm talking about the people just like myself who too prideful to pick up the phone and call somebody. Even though call
It's a yeah.
988.
We
You know what I'm
bad.
saying?
I think I am too. Yeah,
But
well, we bad. I
But
don't.
hold on,
that
hold on,
You know
one
what I
out.
that's
mean?
why we're changing that. moving forward. My favorite word is always moving forward, because I just feel that the present becomes the past so fast that we should not even worry about it. It's like worrying about the car. You're in a car, you're worrying about the holes directly in front of you. You should be worrying about the ones all the way in front so you could be able to get out the fucking way. But if you're worrying about the ones right in front of you, you're gonna you're gonna fuck shit up even worse trying to dodge that shit. So I say, moving forward, forget about what you already did. Moving forward.
But every real dude know that these females, something
piss you off.
treacherous. They something
are.
treacherous.
I done been there. Everybody's been there.
I'm blessed to, you know, I love my girl now, but I'm just saying these females are something treacherous. They could, you know.
If I could be a big brother to all these guys out there, guys, the more beautiful they are, the bigger the headache. Pick your fucking battles.
And my fault, yo, excuse me, man. I got this storm, you know what I'm saying, going on down here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's going on over there?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's bad. We got bad down here. In
Texas,
North Carolina.
Got hit. Yeah, North Carolina got hit real
my
bad.
people's, she got a store. They giving away water.
Oh man,
got the it's bad like
Durham
that.
Got hit real bad. So yeah.
But yeah, man. I just wanted to touch on this because you know, and like I said, Chris Iles, you're right. Rest in peace, young Noble. You know, that's a different situation. That's not. I don't think that's a girl.
Who knows though? It could be something personal that led to it. That's why we going through all the categories.
Yeah, for sure, man. So the whole thing, bottom line, is communication. That's something that we lack and we bad, and you know, as black men, for sure, we are terrible with that. So that's a big thing, you know. And sometimes you meet somebody new, and you just feel like sharing to him because he don't know you like everybody else, so he probably gonna give you a better perspective. You feel me? So that happens
and it's a 2-for-1 too, because you're gonna do that to yourself, and then the people closest to you, like your brothers and your kids, they're gonna feel like why didn't he come to me? I could have saved it. So they're gonna carry that the whole time.
That guilt, that pain.
I've dealt with people who've told me shit that they be like, "Don't tell nobody else," and I'm like, "But why?" You know what I'm saying? So I know it's hard to talk to someone that you know. It's easier to talk to somebody you never seen in your life.
Oh yeah, that was the point I was making before I got cut out, right? I was saying, besides like people who prideful like myself who not gonna pick up their phone and do that, you gotta come up with some programs and some exercises, bro, to exercise your mind. There's a lot of people too prideful to pick up their phone, and I understand because it's intimate details. You know what I'm saying? Telling people your intrusive thoughts. It takes the strongest person to do that sometimes. So if you can't do that,
deep as hell. Exercise that mind. Because when the mind is strong, you're not falling victim to none of that shit. You're gonna realize, I'll get another girl, or I could. You know what I mean? If your mind is strong, exercise that mind, homie. Right. I know how it is. You know,
be truthful with yourself sometimes. Hey, maybe I did fall off. I do need to get back in the gym. I do need to go to sleep earlier. I do need to eat better.
Mentally strong. Mentally strong.
So when stuff like that do happen, it don't break you mentally. You sound with yourself.
Absolutely.
Facts.
So you know, to the morning state, Chief, because we about to get out of it, but I just want a little more. God. You know, how did you get over that? That's somebody that was close as hell to you. You feel me? That actually did that.
I haven't gotten over.
Yeah, I hear you. But how did you cope with it? Should I say? Like, you said working. Yeah, I understand that. But like,
I got lucky. I got lucky that during that process, I had met a girl at the funeral that was really close to my cousin that I didn't know who she was, and she did music, and we kind of like, I guess we piggyback off each other with the grief, you know, and we helped each other grieve. And I was with her for like the first 7 months. It imploded because eventually I was, you know, grieving, you know. So was she. So the relationship was doomed, but we got a moment to. I guess it could have been worse for each other if we were alone. And I was able to channel that, like I said, to music. I was recording a song a day. I was streaming like 3 times. Like I was really like just occupying my time. Like I got a dog. I was really not trying to have no time for myself. So I think, like I said, I didn't really process. I didn't really deal with it. I think to this day, I'm still probably wondering if, he's gonna call me and be like, bro, I was just playing. I hope you didn't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in the meantime, I guess I'm just gonna, try to blow up as big as I can, to then put together a documentary about how he died, and I want everybody to tell me if that was a suicide or not.
Hey, check this out. Check this out for the stats. I'm reading the chart, right? They're showing the chart as far as the months that people tend to do this, right? So around May,
October?
June, July, May, June, October is on the cusp of it dropping. It drops after October, and November, December it goes down. January, February is down, but around March, April, May, June, July, it's the highest.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's deeper than that too, then, huh? But
Yeah.
that's why the bottom line is communication with your loved ones, because they gonna keep your brain in check. They gonna keep you in check. That's the bottom line. ESC, you say, and I'm like you too. I'm prideful, but fuck that, And especially we got kids now. My son is old. My son's old enough to talk to me like about real stuff, So yeah, and that's the thing that hit me bad about Young Noble when I seen the picture of him and his girl. I mean, him and his daughter, and then like a couple of days later, this news comes out, and
that's
all
when
I
it
can think
happens a
about
lot
is
of
her.
time,
You feel
bro.
me? Because
it be dudes sitting at the
like
table with their birthday cake, blowing out the candles, smiling, and the next week he gone. He did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And
that
the
pain
crazy
be
shit is
so hard.
it don't be, it's no way to even know, bro. There's no way. The
No,
nigga
it's
was
it.
cool
A
too,
lot
like
of
3
them,
days ago, bro.
a lot of them mask it with a smile.
Robin
We
Williams,
have
that
to.
was ill. Yeah,
We have to mask it with a
we
smile.
missed.
And it be the jokiest people, you know what I'm saying, or the most social people that's
Nah,
going
you
through
right.
that.
You
That's
right.
how they shaking it.
Bro, if I show you my cousin, you'll be like, no way, bro. He was like, bro, it was crazy,
Here's
bro.
the life of the party, a social life.
Yeah, bro.
That's how
The
it
guy, you
happens
gotta tell him to
sometimes.
tone it down. He be lit, turned, bro. Like me. Like you be like, bro, chill out. Like you chatty, like, bro. He was my twin. My twin.
That's
Damn,
fact, man. I
man, rest
appreciate
in
everybody
peace.
tapping in to the show too,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
But 988, man, y'all tap into that call line, 988.
988, guys.
Yeah,
Tap into
man.
that call line.
We've been
So
going crazy past couple of days.
when I hear about shit like that happens and like people going, I'll be like, man, we got to talk about it. When you told me about it, that's why I was like, I'm with it. I'm with it. Definitely
I'm
want to
not
talk
gonna
about it.
right after I said it, I was sitting in the car with my girl. We was up to, whatever, and I was just like, I got overwhelmed, like, oh, so I don't really want to talk about, you know what I mean? Because
Now we gotta touch on that because he legendary.
For sure. And he connected to Pop, the greatest. Give a fuck with none of y'all.
Outlaws forever, bro.
Outlaw. But yeah, man. Shit, another great one. I mean,
another one. That's what's up.
It is what it is. I don't know, y'all. What else y'all got to say on this before we get out of here?
Now we out, man. Y'all like and subscribe, man. Let us know what y'all want to hear, what y'all want to see moving forward.
Yeah, and if you guys like this video here, just know that down there you're gonna see some more videos that we did. You should go click on those.
The cheat challenge. Like, share, subscribe. We out this bitch. Peace.
It's a wobbler. You already know. Intune perspective. We out.
Gripped up, he ain't trying to fight. 2 keys make a nigga risk it. I'm on the road with a 2-piece and a biscuit. Getting caught, that ain't shit we talk about. A nigga talk when he caught, stab him in his mouth. I ain't even do shit. The clip working construction. We move bricks. Look at me now. I made myself. We did it for the love. We did it by ourselves. You know the same story on the block, rock for guap. Now we building the business underground to the top. A lost young nigga hustling on a dark road. I'm still a hustler. Cause that's all I know. Flip it to the snow cause the tree was too slow. Now we Maji and Perk, we bout to cop a boat. I love my niggas though, last real niggas left. From the cage to the stage, we did it the best. Weak niggas got left, sleep niggas got slept. From the page to page, Brooklyn we born to rep.